What's up, everybody? It's your boy Joshua Edwards, live from Brooklyn, New York. This is Joshua's Proximity. This is how we're starting off the show. You see the risk, man. Movado watch, Shedeur Sanders all day, all night. But let's go ahead and jump actually right into it, man. Last night was a huge indication of how transcendent Shedeur Sanders can be. Nike posted this photo only a matter of time, and it's just so much more than that. This dude had multiple uncles out there in the 12 jerseys. He had cousins, aunties, sisters, brothers. Everybody was in Bank of America Stadium, and they was wearing a number 12 shirt. You had the baby. He's a notorious Carolina Panthers fan. He had a Shedeur Sanders jersey on. And not even to mention that, the type of attraction that he attracted to Charlotte and Bank of America Stadium, there's no absolutely way that the Cleveland Browns can let him go. And when you back up exactly how he played last night, 14 completions out of 23, 138 yards passing, 2 total touchdowns, and add 20 yards rushing to it, he looked well last night. There is not 144 players better than Shedeur Sanders, or 143 players that was better than Shedeur Sanders this past draft. We know, whether they want to admit it or not, it was some type of collusion, hidden collusion that was going on in the National Football League. What you saw last night from this guy right here, Shedeur Sanders, is just a representation of just how good he is. Just the way that he was moving in the pocket. When you look at him swifting left and right, standing in there, delivering, extending plays with his legs, that's just some stuff that you can't teach. You cannot teach a player how to extend plays when everything breaks down. For him to go out here, I understand a lot of y'all are going to say, Josh, it's just preseason. But to not have any reps, to be literally the 4th quarterback on the depth chart, to be going up against scout team, to be playing scout team, to be playing behind a second O-line, to be playing with some guys that you know are not going to be there at the end of camp, to go out there and then get thrown into the fire, to go against the Carolina Panthers, at least some starters in the first couple of series, it was a huge tell to what type of player he is. He went down there, if I'm not mistaken, on the first drive. He led them to a field goal. It was a situation where it was about 3rd and 13, and we sent the blitz, and he even almost made a play on that. Scrambled out to the pocket, just threw the ball out of bounds, and they ended up kicking the field goal. But it's only a matter of time. Word to Nike. It's only a matter of time before this guy right here is literally in your face, man. He's already all over. You see him on, like I said, uncles' jerseys and stuff like that. It's only a matter of time before Shedeur Sanders actually becomes the face of the Cleveland Browns franchise, and deservingly so. You saw that the owner did not want anything to do with them. He said on record, he's saying, if I would have known that Shedeur Sanders would have been drafted, I would have told Andrew, I can't think of his last name, he would have told the GM, we're not drafting him. So that just goes to show you just what type of timing the owners, and especially the Cleveland Browns owner, was on at that time frame. But let's talk about Tetairoa McMillan as well. So outside of the Shedeur Sanders beautiful game last night, this guy right here is a superstar. If you do not draft him on your fantasy football team, you're going to be in trouble. Last night he had 5 targets, 2 catches. I think it was 2 catches for over 50 yards. Had a great over-the-shoulder sideline catch, perfect ball delivered to Bryce Young. Should have had a touchdown last night. He gave a dude a 1-2 rocker step, broke in, and before he even turned his head, the ball was on him in his arms. So he just got to speed up some time, and just because the NFL, things happen so fast. But just looking at the overall frame and body work of Tetairoa McMillan, we made the right decision going with him 8th overall. I know we needed help on defense, but the only way that you're going to be able to compete in the National Football League is if you have weapons for your quarterback. I believe Bryce Young is the guy for the future, but if you don't surround him with the proper talent, any quarterback is going to look terrible. So you go out here, you take the number one overall receiver outside of Travis Hunter. You go out here and you take him 8th overall pick. He is a stud, 6'5", phenom, big body frame, can get jiggy with the ball after the catch. Great late hands last night. I'm going to expect to see more of him just moving forward throughout the entire preseason. But I do want to transition a little bit. Before I get to this next topic, I just want to give you just a rundown of just some of the scores so far. The Patriots demolished the Washington Commanders last night, 48-18. The Browns beat us pretty handily, 30-10. Like I said, Shedeur Sanders, his 2 touchdowns leading. And then the Ravens handled business against the Indianapolis Colts. But with that being said, that actually transitions into my next topic. Now, the thing that we talked about, if I'm not mistaken, just last episode was, what was Anthony Richardson going to look like in his preseason debut? We knew that it was a quarterback battle between him and Daniel Jones. But when you move forward, I don't think Anthony Richardson knows exactly what he's seeing out there on the football field. Now, he ended up taking a huge hit early in the game, and they put him out the game with a dislocated pinky finger, but they said he's back practicing right now. But in that situation, the concept is designed to go to the right. The running back is hot right now. Anthony Richardson should not be taking this shot, because I'm more than 100% sure this was embedded into the quarterback's head throughout the entirety of the whole week. Hey, this guy's going to be hot. The running back's going to be hot. This is where you need to look. He's over here looking to the left, and the pressure is coming to the right. He gets smacked, dislocated pinky, and now he doesn't have any more tape. What was the thing that I said he needed? He needed reps. He needs to play. He needs as much time on the football field as possible. If it's me, I'm playing him for at least three quarters in the next preseason game, bro, because of stuff like this. This is a first-round guy. He was taken top 5 overall, number 4 in the draft, and you're taking shots like this. You still don't understand what you're seeing from as a quarterback. As a quarterback leading your team, it's only a microcosm of what you are as a football player. You don't know what you're seeing. You're not reading right. You had some okay throws. I'm not going to say great throws, but you still don't understand the pressures. This is not even an exotic pressure right now. This is preseason. If you can't see the blitzes in preseason, I am overly or uberly concerned about what you're going to look like come regular season time. So Anthony Richardson, he's got to get it together. He's fighting for his starting mortality in the National Football League. And he did not leave a great sight or a great showing for a large majority of fans, man. So Anthony Richardson, my homeboy, is a huge believe AR in you. But right now, I can't say that I've been wrong on this at all, bro. I mean, you're not knowing. I literally had one of my good friends. He texted me a whole concept of what it was supposed to look like. We were talking football one-on-one. So if I know that me and him are talking football, I know that they're talking football in the coaching staff, in the coaching meeting. So Anthony Richardson, you got to just be prepared just a little bit more. You need to understand what your reading keys are, and you should not be taking shots at the chops, especially like this. But there's some more preseason games currently going on right now. My man's Jackson Dart is looking exceptionally well. I will talk more about him on next week and just moving forward. But once again, Josh's proximity had to do this episode because of what Shedeur Sanders was doing. You see me, we're throwing up the wrist. Hey, Josh's proximity, we out, baby.